Well, just as predictable as taxes themselves are tax scams at this time of year.
Yep. Earlier, I talked to Tiffany Schultz from the Better Business Bureau about how to protect yourself when choosing a tax preparer and how to know if they're legit.
Scammers know this. They follow the news. It's topical. People are filing their taxes. If you don't have a tax preparer and you're looking for one, you really need to do your homework first. Look for them on bbb.org. Ask for recommendations for friends and family. Do your homework. Not every tax professional is the same. They all don't have the same qualifications. If you have a pretty simple return, you probably can get by with somebody who has limited experience. But if you are a business owner or you have a complex tax situation, you're going to want somebody with a little bit more experience, really dig deep, find out their credentials, and find out if they're the right person to file your taxes for you.
Every year, I seem to get a phone call or a text for something related to my tax return. Will the IRS ever call you personally?
They will never reach out unsolicited.
Okay.
And there are scams centered around that too, where the IRS agent, they sound official, will tell you that you are owed a refund or you owe back taxes and they need some personal information. However, if you have reached out to the IRS first, they will return your phone call.
Okay. What are some of the other big red flags around tax time?
Yeah, those are really good questions. So there are mailing scams out there where you're sent an envelope and it looks very professional, official, and maybe it's looking for you to provide your professional or your confidential information, put it in the mail, and send it back to who could be a scammer.
There's a lot of identity theft at tax time. People take your personal information. It happened to me. Someone got a hold of my social security number and filed a tax return and got the return before I filed my taxes. How do you protect yourself against that?
The best thing that you can do is file early. Scammers do get in touch with your personal and financial information, and they can file tax returns in your name and steal your identity. So the best thing to do is to file early and then file with an IPIN. When you file with an IPIN, you get a new PIN number every year that's sent to you, and you need to use that PIN number in order to file. So it's kind of like extra protection, like logging into your email, where you do have that two-factor on there.
It's Valentine's Day, and there are a lot of romance scams out there. What are you seeing at the BBB?
What happens is that a scammer connects with somebody who may be lonely, looking for friendship, maybe looking for a new love interest, and they develop a relationship with this person. And it goes on within time, and when they start trusting them, they ask for some money. They may ask for $100 for groceries. And of course you love this person, right? You're going to get married, but you've never met in person. And that ask was successful, so the next ask, they may need car repairs. And this goes on and on and on. And this person that you're talking to really doesn't exist. So when you're entering a new relationship, whether you've met them online or you've met them maybe through a text message or a Facebook message, really check out the person who you're communicating with, because they may not be legitimate, especially if they don't want to meet in person.
Tiffany, thanks to you for all you do to keep us informed. Keep up the great work.
Thanks for having me today.
Nice to see you today.
Thank you.
And for more information and tips on avoiding tax fraud, go to the Better Business Bureau website. You want to bookmark this one because there's so much going on scam-wise.
Yeah.
This is a great resource, bbb.org.
Yeah, those scammers are pretty smart, so you have to stay ahead of them.